everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have Lori with us. She and I are going to do some really serious work today. So this is your last warning. There's going to be sensitive talking. There's probably going to be some sensitive words. We have a sensitive subject. We're definitely going to get deep into Trump and his affiliation with Epstein. And of course, with Katie Johnson, who was the 13-year-old. Anyways, if you don't want to hear any more about that, this is your final warning. And at the end of all of this, we're also going to talk about the RNC with DeSantis, and that's we're going to have a discussion about that. And Lori knows a little bit more about that than I do, so she'll be asking that kind of question. So anyways, Lori, we have to acknowledge that Danny is not with us. He knows.
He's camping. He's on a shamanic journey.
He is. And so he's really busy. So Lori and I have decided to go ahead and do this subject. And you know, to be honest with you, I don't think Danny would be comfortable with this subject anyway. So it's really good that, I mean, he could do it. He's very mature, but I'm just saying, I think this might be something. I think he gets really angry about talking about sexual assault with women and stuff like that. And he really has a certain type of way, so he just kind of rives up. So, you know, I think that him kind of opting out and going camping, it wasn't like we didn't ask him. He knows that this is probably the best time that Lori and I can definitely talk about that. And the reason why I've picked Lori I've known for almost 3 years, right? 3 or 4 years now. I'm not really sure. I mean, I've known you since the beginning of the time when I came on YouTube because I watched you, and maybe vice versa. I don't know. However, we know each other really well. And I do know that Lori, and watching her read, and her talent and her intuition, and is just so spot on and so honest. And that's one of the reasons why I choose to read with readers that I read on my channel, is because I do see the honesty in them. I don't, you know, we don't get out there and try to, you know, blow smoke up your butt just so we can get ratings. We really do the work here on YouTube and in these videos. What do you think, Lori?
Yeah, I mean, we're not just blowing glitter everywhere. Although I do like glitter.
I think I do too. I like glitter. You know what I was thinking before we get into any of this? You know those guys, those little cowboys or whatever that walk through Tennessee with their flags and their uniforms and their masks and all that. I wish I could get close enough to them. I would absolutely throw glitter on them so that when they do take off all of their stuff, especially on their feet, I'd throw it on their feet. When they take off their stuff and they're walking somewhere, we can identify them with their glitter feet. But that's just me.
It can be glow in the dark glitter.
Yeah. Because glitter, you can't get out. I don't care how many times you wash.
Yeah, and let them explain that to their significant other.
Yeah, or their family members. Yeah, so I would glitter them up. Anyhow, all right. So here's the one thing, and I'm going to, so how do you find these documents? And here's a little video that I put together right here. Okay, now that you have found them, and if you have taken the time to read them before you come back to this video, that's fine. However, they're vile. I mean, they're absolutely vile. Portions of that in there talks about how she was tied up. Portions in there talks about how Trump violently raped her. Talked about how
Entertainment purposes only.
yes, for entertainment purposes only. If there's something, like I said, if there's something, it talks. I mean, it really gets detailed and vile, and this or Epstein and him got into a real argument because Trump violently took her virginity, and Epstein was really pissed off about that. And so she, there's just a whole bunch in there if you wanted to go read that by detail. I just wanted to give you a little synopsis of what we're talking about, how bad it is. And that these have been, like I said, these have been filed in court. These were legit for court filings on that, and there's just a whole bunch more on that. And okay, so then Katie dropped it. She actually dropped it twice. So the first time she dropped it was because of threats, and then she started to back up, she's probably trying to find her strength. And then of course Trump announced that he was going to be running for president, and her threats got even worse, and so then she dropped it again. So that's that. And these are documents that we have been asking for what, almost more than 7 years. We knew that this court case existed, but we did not know the details and all of that. So this is the reason why we're here. And I want to do some readings on that. I want to seeing what the cards said. And one of the biggest questions everybody wants to find out is Katie lying? Right? Is Katie lying? So let's see what our cards have to say about that.
What are guides and angels? I had one card flip over already. Where'd it go? Katie Johnson. Is she lying about what transpired between she and Donald Trump?
He was so scared. Getting into her energy, petrified.
I can feel heart racing.
Yep.
Of course, I've had a coffee too. I'm trying to keep it light, Sheila. I'm trying to keep it light. I feel like there's some things that's even too yucky for her to recount. I think she's keeping some things even.
Oh, yeah.
More. But here's this other female that knows exactly what happened.
Well, there is another 12-year-old.
I'm not getting any lies.
Me neither.
I'm getting that she even held in information about another person even. She didn't tell everything.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't get any light, so go ahead with your full reading.
I feel like somebody steered her there with this Six of Swords. So someone brought her there. And someone has power over her, and this is the male anatomy right there. And again, I've got that she kept something secret, and it's probably too gross for her to even. She may not be able to even I don't think she wants to look at it. This other girl knows, this other lady knows, and that's not the
Which queen did you get?
Queen of Cups.
I got Queen of Wands. So you got the emotional and I got the doing. Yep.
And there will be more coming from this Queen of Cups because she doesn't have so much at stake. So she is going to. And then there is a person going after her as well to keep her mouth shut. Because they've got the King of Wands. But everyone's trying to get to the truth of the matter, to the right of the matter, to the government issues of the matter. But I feel like she doesn't want to do this. She doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, I feel like she wants to go from calm to turbulence, like she has had turbulence. I mean, it wasn't a mistake that this little 13-year-old's in the middle of all of that sex trafficking that they did. It's not a coincidence. Her life was rough from the get-go. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way she became very vulnerable, and she's had some crisis in her life, and she feels some type of way, like out of control. She really wants to hold him accountable, but yet she's still very afraid. She wants everything to calm down. She wants her life back. She was hoping that this document and this court case would get her closure and her life back. And not only that, she does have a certain type of money, monetary motivation too. I'm not saying that she's going after the money, but what she's been through, she deserves every penny.
Just had to move.
Yeah,
We had to move.
she definitely deserves every penny.
May be moving again for higher ground.
Yep. So I get nothing here that it was a lie. I get everything here that this is true. And I think I get the same thing with you, because I have the Two of Swords. She had to make some decisions on what she's going to keep and what she's not, what she disclosed. So, because, the balancing of the forces, how much do I let go? How much do I keep? How much, you know, she probably has the old out of victimization. I probably did something that promoted this. You know how they always tell them that it's your fault that you got there. And so she may have that kind of a shame feeling going on. But yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely true. Okay, so we have determined that through our cards, and of course through our own emotions, our own gut check, and what we feel and what we see and everything, it's 100% true. That's my assessment of that. But let's look at all of the women. So there's at least 26. Sometimes there's more. I mean, it just depends on the count. There was one woman who wrote a book, and it was in Paris, and she was on the newscast in Paris, and she had wrote a book about all of this with Trump, and she actually came up with 40 women who talked about some type of either the sexual assault or his rude comments or or them being uncomfortable around him. I mean, she literally come up with 40. So let's read. Are the women lying? We know Katie's not. Let's look and see if they are just coming out of the woodwork just cuts.
Are the majority of the women telling the truth? Is that what I'm asking?
Yeah.
There's always going to be one embellisher or a liar. So it's one bad apple, right? The majority of the women that accuse Trump of the crime, foul behavior, majority telling the truth. All right, so Ghislaine Maxwell's face just popped up in my mind's eye. So there's going to be more coming out about her. This isn't done.
I believe so too. I believe so too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting force, that he just was 2 months. I think how the tower means the breaking down of the facade. And I think I feel like this is coming to the forefront, and I don't think he can.
Got this tower also.
Yeah.
Hmm.
These women feel like he just gets away with.
Yep.
And they get that they're just left to deal with what they're left to deal with. And it shakes their faith. Makes them think about people with money and their control. It shakes their faith. It shakes their faith. I think the majority of women are telling the truth. And I think they've gathered They're like, there's strength in numbers here.
Yeah, they may have a common ground lawsuit against him that's coming. I think I felt the same thing. The bitter cover up or the fighting, the infighting and all of that, where they've been fighting this big entity within. There've been the system, I've telling you what he's done, but I get stopped here. I have to fight through the mucky muck just to tell my story about this guy.
Yeah, and this would not be under executive privilege or under his presidential. So this is like where the statute limitations, I don't know, they'll have to, but they're talking.
Yep, I agree with you. The
Talking.
statute of limitations of the attack, they can't go off that, but they can do a civil lawsuit just like E. Jean Carroll did. Because if he comes out and he says that I don't know any of these women, he's already defamed them. That was legit that, and I think the lawsuit, the judgment is coming quick, and they want justice.
They do.
And then, to be honest with you, I didn't get any cards in here that says of deceit. None.
Get any, I got the moon card over to the left, so somebody may have fudged a little bit, but I feel like it was in the past. And like I said, if you've got that many people involved, I mean, if you got 10 people telling a story, one of them's gonna get their facts wrong somehow.
Well, in the United States, how many women does it take? Right? Bill Cosby, 40. Weinstein, 100. How many women does it take in this state, in the United States, for some man to be held accountable?
Be interesting about that federal judge in Alaska who just stepped down yesterday.
Yeah.
That'll be counting numbers over there.
Absolutely. All right. So, yes, I think that they are all telling the truth. Okay. So here's something else about all of this. You know that Trump has been escaping prosecution and being held accountable. And my thought was, especially with the news and them switching and making sure that everybody found out or was listening to how old Biden is, instead of going to the newsworthy of these lawsuits from Epstein. I want to know, how much evidence does Trump have on rich men that keep him insulated and protected?
How much information does he have?
Yeah, like, does he, like, either we can ask the question, does he have it, or how much he has it? Which one? What?
We know that he knows who was on those plans. He knows what was in Epstein's book, and Barr had the book.
Yep.
I mean, they know. Trump knows everything.
Okay, so then should we ask the question, is that the reason why he is insulated? He's been insulated?
Sure, we can ask if
I mean, it's a common sense question, but let's see what the cards say.
Is that why all the rich men are insulating Trump and pledging fealty to Trump?
I just feel so much every time I think about that. The overwhelming feeling I get is he has something on everybody that has helped him through. And somehow he has convinced most Americans to just blindly follow him. That's the saddest part. What'd you get?
And I feel like Putin told him, this is your strong point. You need to bring it up and hold these people. He does it. He does it every single day. He tells them, drop your sword, put put away your words. You can't compete with me. I have I have everything. I have everything, and I will use everything. And all your dirty deeds will be exposed with this devil card, and you will not be able to move forward because the pieces of paper have your. I know who paid. I know who was with the younger people. And this is the Aleister Crowley, along with the devil card. This is the Aleister Crowley lust card. So this is all the sex and lust and everything. This is an absolute yes. It's things that are written. And here's the other young person card. And we're not saying the cape. Oh my God, how many young people look at this?
That is
Boys,
unbelievable.
girls, for entertainment purposes only. It's all about the lust. It's so much, the magnitude of this would be, you know, bigger than Taylor Swift Shake It Off magnitude in the
Yeah,
it's
it's
huge.
huge.
And then there's the Justice card.
Yep.
So it is absolutely, and it has everything to do with this, with all of the younger people,
Ugh.
of different sex, ages, for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, I got the Empress and the Ace of Swords. And as you're talking, the Empress and the Ace of Swords, it is the abundance of truth, the abundance of trying to hide it. They really, really need Trump to win. They really need him to win because I have the Death of the Stars. The end. If he doesn't, if this and all of their efforts to get him to win, it's the death of all of the stars.
Sure. That's interesting. So I would like to ask if we could, I would like to ask if he loses and he doesn't get the votes, will he spill the names anyway?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because he'll say cheat for me or I spill your name.
Yeah. I also got the Seven of Pentacles, the Tower. There were the constant effort to try to keep him from the Tower moments, the constant effort of that. But yeah, let's read
we're ready to overturn the count.
Yep.
Overturn the count. So if he wins, if he loses the election, will he spill the beans on these people anyway?
Yeah, he's going to lose. I've never felt him winning. I don't care how much they talk about. I just have never, in my absolute core in me, every time I do a gut check, he never wins, ever. I don't care who the Democratic Party is.
I don't think that he will win the popular vote, and I don't think he'll win the election, but they tried to steal it before.
Yeah.
And they know where they made errors.
And they are, well, so does the other side. The other side also knows how they did it, and they know what they tried to do, and they know how they made their errors. So, I mean, both sides are very, very well educated on the whole front.
That's true.
It's like playing tic-tac-toe. Always heading them off of making that win.
I want you to tell what you got first.
Okay. Let me see what I got. I got the Tower. Every time I've talked about this, I have got the Tower card every single time.
Wow.
Oh, he is going to, oh my gosh. Trump says he's got the skills and he's got the page, he's got that beginning. He goes, I didn't win. You guys are now going to pay for me to go somewhere else or something. You're going to give me big money because I have the truth and I'm holding on to it. I have the truth and I'm holding on to it. the Page of Swords, his Tower moment again. I will tell the deceit, the lies, I will give it all. And then he gets the money to move away from the country. What did you get? That was weird.
No, I got very similar. He will have nothing to lose. He does want to be free. So people are going to try to hold him accountable. And he's saying, if you're a fool if you let them convict me, because I want my freedom and I have the secrets and I will illuminate them.
Yeah.
I will illuminate them. If you allow the DOJ or Jack Smith or whatever to do this, then you are gonna pay, because I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna say extra, extra, read all about it,
I agree.
and you will go down.
I
So
agree.
he's gonna do it. So I asked if he would, and he is going to do it. So will it be every single person? Maybe not, but it is gonna be some.
He knows it.
They know if they don't give him what he wants, that he's gonna help.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's kid. I don't put me in prison. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
always a threat. Everything he does is a threat. Everything he says is a threat.
Yep. He wants to be free to go to Dubai. I don't think he wants to move there, but he wants to be free to go there. He wants his freedom.
Can we extradite a criminal from Dubai? He needs to go somewhere where we can't extradite them back.
Yeah, I don't think the Saudis have control over Dubai.
No. Well, it depends on if the Saudis still like him after it's all said and done.
They're doing deals with him every as long as he's inhaling, he's doing deals with them.
That is true.
And Qatar.
So my other question before we get into DeSantis is, will this gain momentum and change people's support for Trump?
Will more of it be, will the media actually start broadcasting about it? Will they bring it to the forefront?
Yeah, will this gain momentum? Will this gain momentum so that everybody sees it? And then I guess it's two questions really. Will it gain?
We don't have enough already.
Well, it's if we can just get, I mean, I have emails going to MSBC or whatever, all of them. I do that on all the time. I also email my House representatives here and the senators here in Colorado. I email them constantly. They know me. Thank you, Sheila. I don't let them go. Every time something comes up, this is what I think. This is what, we want you to say. We want, and then Bennett, I emailed him to tell him to just be quiet. I said, I don't think you should be talking about Biden stepping down. This is not doing any good.
Yeah, put a sock in it, man. All right, so let's see. Will the media start reporting more on Epstein files and Katie Johnson? Only if they're paid enough.
Somebody's got to take the lead on it. And if they don't, then it's up to us and social media.
And after all of the Biden stuff in the New York Times, oh my Lord. So finally, after days and days and days of Biden bashing for entertainment purposes only with the New York Times, they finally said, oh, we're asking for him to step down too. He's not fit either. Today or yesterday. Fine. Whatever.
Yeah. He's a convicted felon.
They have to be paid. The media people have to be paid.
Absolutely. Okay.
There's gonna be a tussle at the top over this.
It's true. Did you get the Hierophant by chance?
I did.
Me too. Like the people. Huh. Again.
If someone goes down, So I feel like, I don't, we asked if there was going to be more.
Yep, is this gonna get,
An outcome card is the face plant. So someone's going to do a face plant over this, whether it's the investigator. Let me ask if it will affect Trump. Will the media come out more on with Epstein stuff, Katie Johnson, and will it bring Trump down? Is it enough to bring him down or cause him a major problem? Because of the Epstein, Katie Johnson.
unfortunately, at the King of Swords is holding them accountable. The King of Swords is holding them accountable of the stinginess. Hold that information. The King of Swords, whoever the lawyer is, whoever the court person is, I don't know, but they're like, hold on to that information. What do you get?
There's going to be one dark-haired female that comes through with a, I don't know what color hair Katie Johnson has, but there is one dark-haired female that comes through. And I'm not even sure if Trump is going to be the nominee after this. Something bad happens at this, either the convention or shortly thereafter. And I keep getting the Queen of Pentacles. Every single time I ask about Trump, I keep getting the Queen of Pentacles. That's got to be like Nikki Haley or Tulsi Gabbard or what other dark-haired female? Stefanik. I mean, he would never pick bobblehead for his. I just keep do you keep getting at his demise? It's this person comes up for some reason.
The Queen of Pentacles. I have it. Let me read on what was the question?
Well, the question was, is he going to be taken down? How is this going to affect him? And he will have a problem, but it's not enough to take him down. It's something else. Let me ask what takes him down.
Yeah, let's ask that.
What takes Trump down?
Somebody else kind of mentioned that. I remember something on the, there was either TikTok or YouTube or something like that, that something was really weird at the RNC. There was weird stuff going on at the RNC. Maybe it's all because, you know, all of the money from the RNC is going to Trump and all of his allegations and him having to pay this and having to pay that and his lawyers. Maybe they're tired of the money not coming in and more money going out. They're not getting as much money as they used to. Okay. Well, I got an Empress. Something, yeah, there's definitely some betrayal happening. These are connected, the betrayals and the suffering of the betrayal.
Okay.
Happening. And I literally get charity of another liar. Charity, giving it to another liar. Giving something to another liar, recognizing another liar. Jesus Christ. The Empress, I get a female, but she's like the evil one.
Did you say cheese and fries?
I did say cheese and fries.
That's what I thought.
Cheese and fries.
Fries and cheese.
Ooh, there's two aces heading to the RNC. The first one is the emotions, Ace of Cups, and the second one is the Ace of Money. But they're not in good positions. They're right next to the devil. What do you got?
I think it's a couple of things that takes him out. One is going to be a government decision and something that gets overturned. And the other is going to be from a woman. And I think this is either a love child or the testimony of a younger person. Because I have these two. And this.
Hmm.
I asked specifically what takes them out.
There's just something odd. It's why is it that we are not tapping in? And maybe it's just too strange for us to even acknowledge. I think sometimes as we feel it, we know it, we see it, but even that is too weird for even our community to acknowledge.
Mm-hmm. See, do you think his health holds out through the convention because the astrological lineup is so kaflooey?
It is. We have actually Hogarth. Did you remember listening to Hogarth yesterday? He's talked about two planets stationary with this other planet that all astrologers call the evil planet, I guess. And there's two planets stationary.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Yeah. And that is happening for the next 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, but I guess the worst days are going to be the actual days of the RNC.
Yeah.
So Monday and Tuesday are the worst. The wheels start to come off the bus Saturday and Sunday, but then the worst days are Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the algol, where kings could lose their heads.
Yes.
Medusa stuff.
Yes. So, all right. So with all of that, the wonkiness of the RNC, it's a good segue into, I want you to go ahead and talk about DeSantis and the raw news and what they had to say about the RNC and Trump accusing him of grooming and not being able to talk. You go ahead. I'll let you to.
Okay, so Ross Stewart, okay, so first of all, everybody remembers the Women for Liberty or Liberty for Women or whatever the group, and they're everywhere, but the couple that lived in Sarasota and they were having, you know, a threesome and he recorded it. So he lost his job. The husband lost his job. But the wife, and you know, they were against homosexuality for entertainment purposes only. But they got caught in threesomes, you know. But she's still on the school board in Sarasota, Florida, and she's still in for Moms for Liberty. So they wrote that DeSantis, Florida's governor still, will not be allowed to speak at the RNC.
Now is per Trump's request. Is that correct?
What I understand. And DeSantis can come to this meeting that's on the side that's run by the Moms for Liberty, and he can speak at their luncheon or their little side meeting or something. So in essence, they're putting him at the kiddie table or the girl table. Wow. Which, you know, he's going to be madder than a murder hornet, and he's Virgo, and they don't like that.
No.
And so, and his wife Casey's not gonna, Princess Casey's not gonna like that either. So he recently is the reason he okayed and signed for those Epstein files to become knowledgeable and open to the public for reading. But it was about a year ago, a little over a year ago, that Ross Story reported, and it came out that Trump was, as DeSantis was rising in the ranks and supposed to be the up and coming newcomer and the presidential hopeful, that he was a groomer of young women because he took a teaching stint for a short while before he went into politics, and he was having beer and pizza with some ladies that were of age, technically, that were his students, which it shouldn't have happened or whatever, but there were pictures. And so Trump twisted that and made it into, he insinuated some things there. And that added to the downfall of DeSantis, right? It was part of it. So now DeSatan is on a McCarthy revenge tour, along with wife Queen, ex-Queen Casey. So I don't know what do we want to ask. So DeSatan said, okay, I'll release these files. I'll let the people see them. He could have said no.
Yeah, so that means just Satan knows. That's the thing is these Republicans, they know what is going on.
Absolutely, they all know. They know who rode on the plane. They saw each other. It's not like they were in little cubicles on the Lolita. They didn't have Lolita cubicles.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know, I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure they don't have little cubicles on there.
Well, let's see. Well, let's see if Ron DeSantis has some more plans in store for Trump.
Does he have any more snakes up his sleeve?
Sure he does, but does he have plans on releasing them? Does he have more plans? And maybe this, literally what you're saying now, kind of makes me feel that DeSantis is the catalyst to what happens at Trump at the RNC.
I don't think he's gonna. I doubt very seriously that he would go sit at the kiddie table, at the grill table. I just.
No, DeSantis is a front runner. He is not going to be treated that way.
Well, he's not a front runner anymore.
No, but you know what I'm saying? His ego says I am up front. Yeah. I guess I should say his ego won't allow that type of tapping down.
He still thinks he can come back and have a chance in 20. He does have the information. Ooh. This is a yes.
What do you
Yes.
get?
Yes. 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 Girls, girls, girls.
Girls, girls, girls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. Yeah, and we're not out of Cancer yet. When does Leo start? On the 20th?
Yeah, the
And we
20th, the
got this
21st.
Cancer card right here. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna do it. He's got
I get
more.
I get in your young years, I know something about you. DeSantis is like, this is all your fault. You did it. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. The creativeness, the creative one.
Yeah. I also think he's going to say something about the crown bug and how it was handled and the instructions that he was given by Trump. So
Yeah, DeSantis has hidden motives of the Hierophant, the emperor.
yeah, it's not just those white boots he's hiding.
No, and he has betrayal on his mind.
He's gonna do it.
Yep. So what do you think we should read on that? What is he going about
I
it?
wonder if it's called Kevin McCarthy.
I'm pretty sure him and Kevin McCarthy are having fun. I'm pretty sure DeSantis is seething. Let's see how he feels about what he.
Let's see.
Let's see how he's doing with this information.
How does DeSantis, Florida's governor, DeSantis, how does he on DeSantis? How's he feeling about Trump and the RNC and everything?
Oh, this card come out again. You know, this Eight of Swords is a lot of things. Eight of Swords represents a lot of things, like that mental prison that you can be put in, self-imposed troubles that you have done, isolation, he doesn't like it, He also like the self-honesty bringing change, the self-honesty. I don't think any of them has self-honesty, to be honest with you. But the analyze. The Satan, there's one thing about the Satan and all of his quirks and his weirdness. He does have manipulative skills behind him. He does have it.
Yeah, and he knows about some of the Russia stuff too. So he's not going to spill all of it, but he is going to. And Casey, for entertainment purposes only, is causing some destruction as well.
He's mad.
He's not going to spill it all, but he's got just enough. And he's mad. He's really mad. And he's had to take this. This is like he goes home with this tail between his legs, resigned to knowing this isn't what I came to get. But at least I'm safe. I'm not going to be. He thinks he isn't going to be prosecuted, but I believe that he will be prosecuted. It may take a long time, but
Yeah, he has lust of revenge on his hand. The King of Wands, that passionate, that lustful, that adventure. He has lust on he's lusting after the revenge. And he wants the conflict.
yeah, I got that too. He's going to let loose some things. He won't.
Woo! Okay.
He did some of his own travel and some of his own deals. So he's going to stray away from that. He's going to stay away from that and protect that. But he is going to let fly some of this other stuff.
So I'm going to ask one more question that we've kind of went around. I've got a little extra. How is the RNC, when Trump goes to the RNC, what's going to happen for him?
Yeah, is it just
Go direct in, yeah.
Is it just a normal RNC or how does it go for him? When the whole thing wraps up, how does it go for him?
Now at the RNC, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that where they literally put up their nominee? What happens at this RNC?
Well, they all take turns speaking, and it's fundraising, and they put his name's already on the ballot, but yes, they make him the official.
Okay, that's what.
The official nominee. They do the limbo. I'm just kidding.
I see a whole bunch of empty seats. I see a whole bunch of workers folding up the seats,
Really?
putting them away. Yeah.
That'd be good. I mean, he's forward thinking when he attends it.
I don't know why.
It does not go the way he thinks. He's upset about something. He has grievances, upset. Something doesn't go the way he wants it to go. So that's very clear. Oh, not enough money. Not enough money.
Exactly.
Not enough.
Wow.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Could be something like the weather too. Not enough. But I mean, another chapter, something comes out. I mean, I think he's okay in the end. He thinks he has enough and he'll talk more people. You don't have to vote for me. I don't need your vote. They don't raise
Cry
enough
wolf
money.
wants.
Say, I have enough. I have enough money. I can do this. I can do that. You know, but it doesn't.
Well, I do get the loss of the King of Swords due to his own actions, and something has to go, we have to move away, we have to do something. Something is like, we need to stop. Maybe it's stop talking about abortion. Maybe it's something talking about, there's just something is not aligning. And there is a harsh truth coming out of the RNC that we're not going to be prepared for.
Yeah, and I think the people feel less than happy. I mean, I don't think that they're feeling victorious or jubilant uh
Proud.
or yeah, no, I just don't know. He comes out okay, but all that, and it's like he teases this VP thing. He just keeps pulling the carrot, you know?
Well, it's kind of odd that your VP pick from, last time you ran is not the same VP you picked this time. They're gonna hammer him for that.
Mm, yeah, he just says,
We are, not them. We are.
you know, it's about me. This is about me.
Yeah. Weird. All right. Is there anything else, any other questions you kind of wanted to get around that?
I just want to take another look at the RNC. How do the
Okay.
people do? I asked how he would do, how he would
Okay.
feel. How will the Republican people see Trump at the end, by the end of the convention? What's the people's view of him and how it goes? Because he's just going for self-enrichment. I mean, he doesn't care about the accommodations for others or if they're feeling okay. Or I mean, I know it's inside, but
Again, I'm seeing those empty seats and workers putting the seats up. I don't know what that means exactly, other than, okay, empty seats make sense. There's not going to be very many people showing up. But why am I getting a scene of the empty seats and the workers putting the seats up?
there's going to be female protesters and lies. Lies, 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 lies. So there will be females. And they will bring up what he's done in the past and the lies. So they see him as the liar, not Trump. They don't see him as the Nine of Pentacles. He sees himself as the Nine of Pentacles, that he survives everything, but they see him as.
I got some of the worst. Say that again.
Pure total deception.
Well, I got the worst cards possible for how the Republicans and his supporters feel right now. I've got the Three of Cups where they're all supposed to be celebrating and the rewards, right? This represents them. But then I get the Ten of Swords. There's too much, too much. And they're infighting. They're fighting within themselves. Like, how can I support that? How can that be a lie? And this is like the end result for them.
Yeah, so there'll be some nasty words.
They leave. I think they leave early because they're tired of the strife and the lying.
That would be good.
I think that's what it is. They fight and all of that. Maybe at the RNC, maybe the leaders or whoever's doing it, they start seeing they're fighting, and that's the reason why they start leaving. Like, we're tired of this lying and fighting and talking crap. I want to know what you guys are going to do for us as a country. And that again,
Disgruntled and agitated. Yeah.
oh, that is weird. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. They're not getting what you're going to do for us out of this country. They're getting, we hate so and so and we want you to hate so and so.
Right, it's going to be ridiculous, and he's self-aggrandizing, and he doesn't care. And it's not about other people and what we can do for you.
Yeah, and they're gonna just kind of feel it at that time, whoever goes.
It's going to be women that take Trump out. It's going to be women.
Yeah,
It's always been women. I've always gotten three queens. It's always been women. It's the Three of Cups. It's the queens. And somehow this Queen of Pentacles is gonna step in. This is gonna be that last nail. It's gonna be a dark-haired female.
well, I do think Katie Johnson does have dark hair, although we really hadn't a good look at her because she's had a wig on and her face was fuzzed out and stuff like
Okay.
that. So
Are we gonna take a look at what our, I mean, I'm gonna be live on my channel tomorrow, but it's at a different time at 2:30 Eastern. So 2:30 Eastern is 12:30 Mountain, 11:30 Pacific. 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30, yeah. So it'll be 2:30 Eastern, because I'm doing a reading for a lady in Sydney later, and so it's had the time changes. So are we gonna just get a word for all of the light workers that view your channel and my channel and everybody's channel
yep,
and our,
do that.
and all the channels of channels in the channel kingdom?
Yep. Let's do a oracle.
What's the word? What do we need to know? What do we hold on to with this planetary poo-poo alignment?
Yeah, for me, I don't care if tomorrow they put Donald Duck on the ballot. As long as whoever it is against Trump, I am voting for Donald Duck. Well, Donald Duck would be Trump, so let's pick something else. A kitty cat? What do you got?
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, the first thing that comes up is like, don't eat away your feelings. Don't eat or you're going to go to bed not feeling good. That's the first thing to come. Don't overeat. As I'm asking my oldest son, if you're coming, please bring chocolate over. Don't worry. The women have this. It comes down to who always finishes things. The queen of the house, mom, grandma, McWifey, the daughters of America. The girls have it.
We've outnumbered men for a very long time.
Well, I mean, but we've had it. We're done, and we're gonna,
Yep.
Oh, there she is. There she is.
Yeah. Mine came out. I went ahead and did my indigo goddesses, and what I got was commitment. Committed. Let's get back into being committed, have the courage and the patience through all of this that we can get through that. And I also got the hidden treasure, the woman.
Yep, the queens. Let the queens do their work. Don't worry. All you know what's gonna break loose.
Yeah.
And
Well,
tower again.
we're gonna have to. We just have to.
The tower will fall. The women tell all.
Yep.
Gonna be the girls.
I can't wait for that collective court case against Trump with all of those allegations of those women. I mean, all they have to do is all get together.
Listen, they don't make a big enough popcorn bag for me for that.
Yep. All they have to do is get all together.
Purchase a machine.
Yep.
But then I might be four swords.
Maybe all of those women who have been assaulted by Trump get together and do hashtag save Katie Johnson and put a court case and her up. That's all I mean, that would be just fantastic.
Watch the women.
Yep.
Hear them roar. That's what's gonna happen.
Yep. Then Katie Johnson doesn't go it alone, and then all of those threats they can block. So that's what the problem is she goes it alone, a lawyer and her, but she doesn't have anything else to save her or protect her.
Maybe Agent Carroll's attorney Roberta Kaplan will go in and save her.
That would be fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Watch the girls.
Yep, watch the women. All right, everyone, if you have made it this far, thank you so much. And thank you, Lori, for coming on this journey with me.
I love DeSantis.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, let's end this with hang in there, vote against Trump. I don't care who it is.
say prayers for the 1.1 million still in Texas without power.
Yeah,
Please,
that is true.
benevolent, BPs.
Yeah, hopefully somebody gets down there. Well, Biden is trying to get a hold of them to send the money and do all that. He even got a hold of the Houston Chronicles and was on the Houston Chronicles saying, "Hey, I can't get a hold of your governor who is in Asia and your lieutenant governor. I've been trying to find them just to get some money down there to help you guys." So Biden made it very clear that he's trying to help you, but your leaders are not doing their jobs and making sure you guys are taken care of.
Maybe Beto O'Rourke will step up and take a call or something.
He probably is out there helping. That is
Sure.
true.
Probably up on a pole wiring some of the wires, you know?
Yes, that's true.
That's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, he is. He truly is. Alrighty, well, bye.
Bye.